Hello friends, today we discuss a new topic, radial and transversal velocity. So in two-dimension motion in the plane, when a particle is motion, let's suppose a particle is moving from this path APQ, and let's suppose in polar coordinate system, P r theta, coordinates of P r theta and coordinates of Q r plus delta r, theta plus delta theta. So at first we discuss about the this coordinate system. So what is the meaning for P r theta? That means distance from origin O to P is r, and the angle, this angle AOP is theta, and this distance OP is r. Similarly, for the point Q, coordinates are r plus delta r, theta plus delta theta. Then OQ is r plus delta r, and the angle AOQ is theta plus delta theta. So this is AOP is theta, then POQ is delta theta. And what is the radial direction? This direction from the O to P, this is called radial direction. This direction is called radial direction, and the perpendicular to this is called transverse direction. Transverse direction. Okay. So now we want to calculate the velocity in this radial direction and transverse direction. So the calculation of velocity is very easy. We know about the velocity. What is the velocity? Velocity equal to displacement upon time. So at first we calculate radial velocity. For radial velocity, what we know, at first point the particle at the point P, and after delta t time, particle reach to point Q. So at first we draw a perpendicular from point Q to radial direction OP, and this is therefore M. Now final position on the radial direction is OM and initial position is OP. Okay, so velocity, so radial velocity equal to limit delta t tends to 0, displacement Pm upon delta t, and this can be written limit delta t tends to 0, OM minus OP upon delta t. So our first aim is to calculate OM. So at first we calculate OM. So what is OM? So we easily calculate OM with the help of this right angle triangle OMQ. So I draw this right angle triangle here, OMQ. This is OMQ. OQ is R plus delta R. This angle is delta theta, and so this is 90-degree angle. So this is base and this is hypo and this is perpendicular. So with the help of triangle we can calculate OM is R plus delta R cos delta theta, and this is R plus delta R sin delta theta. So we need OM. So what will become OM? So we write limit delta t tends to 0, OM is R plus delta R cos delta theta minus OP. OP is R over delta t. Now delta theta is very small angle. When delta t tends to 0, delta theta also tends to 0. So we can say this angle is very little angle. So for very small angle we can say cos delta theta convert to 1. So we can assume this is the 1. Let's suppose I write here. So limit delta t tends to 0, this will become r plus delta r 1 minus r over delta t, and this r is cancelled out, so this will become delta r over delta t, this will become dr over dt, or we can say r dot. So radial velocity of any particle in two-dimensional motion is r dot. So this is the radial velocity. Similarly, we can calculate transverse velocity. For transverse velocity, in this direction, transverse direction, what is the displacement? In transverse direction, displacement is qm. So transverse velocity, we can calculate, this is radial velocity. Now transverse, this will become limit delta t tends to 0, qm over delta t. And what is the qm? Qm here we calculate r plus delta r sine delta theta. So this will become limit delta t tends to 0, r plus delta r sine delta theta over delta t. And for a small angle, sine delta theta can be written delta theta. So this will become limit delta t tends to 0, r plus delta r delta theta over delta t. And this can be written limit delta t tends to 0, r delta theta plus delta r delta theta over delta t. This is very small quantity because delta is small and delta theta is also very small quantity. So this can be neglected, or we can suppose this is 0 quantity. This is very neglected quantity, so we can neglect this. Then transverse velocity become limit delta t tends to 0, r delta theta over delta t. That means r d theta over dt, or we can write r theta dot. So we remember these two: radial velocity is r dot, transverse velocity is r theta dot. We remember these formulas, and the direction of radial direction is this, and transverse direction is this. Simple things. Okay. Thank you. So now we discuss our next topic, radial and transverse acceleration. So in the previous topic, radial and transverse velocity, we have discussed. So let's suppose a particle moving on a plane from P to Q in delta t time. Let's suppose when particle at the point P, its radial velocity is u and transverse velocity is v. After delta t time, it's reached on point Q, and at this point, its radial velocity is u plus del u and transverse velocity is v plus delta. So now, what is the acceleration? Acceleration is the change in velocity. Change in the velocity at the unit time. So after delta t time, its velocity changed from u, radial velocity u, and transverse velocity v, to u plus delta u, v plus delta. So at first, we calculate change in velocity in OP direction. Okay, so we calculate change in velocity along OP in delta t time equal to velocity at Q along OP minus velocity at P along OP. Okay, so what is the change in velocity along OP? So velocity at Q along OP, final point, minus velocity at P along OP, initial point. So at the point Q we have two velocity, U plus del U and V plus del U. So at first we find the component of U plus del U along the OP and the component of V plus del V along the OP. So what is the angle between U plus del U and OP? This is delta theta direction. And what is the angle between V plus del V and OP direction? So this angle is theta and this is 90 degrees. So this will be 90 plus delta theta. Okay, again clear? This direction and this direction. So angle between OP and OQ is delta theta and OQ and this is 90 degree transverse. So total angle will be 90 plus delta theta. So what is the velocity along Q? So this will become, this will be V plus delta V cos 90 plus delta theta plus U plus delta U cos delta theta minus at the P OP direction is the U and V cos 90 is 0. So only. So what is the change in velocity? So cos 90 plus delta theta what will become? Cos in second part is negative. So minus V plus del V and this will sin delta theta plus U plus del U cos delta theta minus U. Okay, now for small angle sin delta theta equal to delta theta and cos delta theta equal to 1. So this will be minus V plus del V delta theta plus U plus del U minus 1. So what will this will become? This will become minus V delta theta and minus delta V delta theta. This is U and cancel U plus delta U. And this is very small, so we can write this will become 0. So we can write delta U minus V delta theta. Okay, here V is transverse velocity and U is radial velocity. Okay, now we calculate acceleration. I repeat again all this thing. At first we calculate change in velocity along OP in delta t time. So this is the change in velocity. So velocity at the point Q minus direction OP and minus velocity at P direction OP in the along OP. So at first we find the component of U plus del U along the OP and V plus del U along the OP minus U initial direction. Change in velocity in transverse direction or perpendicular to OP. See, so now for along OP direction we use angle cos. So for perpendicular direction along OP, perpendicular to OP, we use sine. So what will be the? So this will become V plus del V sine 90 plus delta theta plus U plus del U sine delta theta and minus V, obvious. Transverse direction is only V. So well, sine 90 plus delta theta, second quadrant. In second quadrant, sine is positive. So we say V plus del V cos delta theta U plus del U sine delta theta minus V. For small angle, cos delta theta is delta theta, sin delta theta, cos delta theta is 1 and sin delta theta is delta theta. So we can say v plus del v, this is 1, plus u plus del u, this is delta theta minus 1. So this v is cancelled out. There is only delta v, delta, we can write here, there is only delta v and u delta theta plus delta u delta theta, and this is very small, so we can slash to 0. So this is the change in velocity in delta t time, and now we calculate transverse acceleration. So transverse acceleration easily we calculate. Transverse acceleration, this is equal to limit delta t tends to 0, delta v plus u delta theta over delta t. So this will become limit delta t tends to 0, and this will become delta v over delta t, u delta theta over delta t. And what will become this? We can easily write this is dv over dt plus u d theta over dt, and we know radial velocity u is dr over dt, and v is r d theta over dt. So we can write here d over dt r d theta over dt plus dr over dt and d theta over dt. In this form we can use, and we can also modify this or simplify this. Here we can use dr over dt and d theta over dt is same, plus r d2 theta over dt square plus dr over dt d theta over dt, and we can write this r d2 theta over dt square plus twice dr over dt d theta over dt. So this is transverse acceleration, and we can also remember this another form also. So what is the another form? We use transverse acceleration, and one form is r d2 theta over dt square plus 2 dr over dt d theta over dt. In small we can let r theta double dot plus 2 r dot theta dot, and we can also write this in this form d over dt one upon r square d theta over dt. If we simplify this, at first r square is constant, so 1 r is cancelled out, and d theta double dot, and 2 r dr by dt, r is cancelled out in this form. Or we can write this also 1 over r d over dt r square theta. We remember this form also, and this is also. So these are transverse acceleration. Some few terminology we also use, like we use d theta over dt or theta dot. This is called angular velocity. This is called angular velocity, and d2 theta over dt square theta double dot. This is called angular acceleration. Okay, so now we simplify some, or we solve some questions using radial and transverse velocity and radial and transverse acceleration. Okay, thank you for watching this. If you like the video,